ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Mexico City Diablos and the Denver Broncos. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go now. 59. Get that quarterback. And on. Jim.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Denver Broncos. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yellow. There's a long light. 51. 51. Here we we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
15. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, Ripple. Watch safety creep. General. West.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hey, 43.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Kill.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
43.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. First down.
It's a game 2. That's good for Broncos.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. He's got to 1st down here inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And he's touchdown, Broncos. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Cover. Mike, check. 59. Go. Mike 5'9".
On first and 10, here's Murray. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Throwing on second and long. Murray, he uncorks it for Sneak, and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. On second down, it's Coleman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, Ripley. 51, Mike, 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey,
working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DK Metcalf, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 27 yards there, a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Running on first down, Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill. Check.
On 2nd and a couple, Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Quinnen Williams able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Ready? Hey, hold on. 59. I got you, punk. Echo. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got it. Mike, check.
To throw is Murray. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23.
Again, 13 yards. First down.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Rap. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". All day.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He is going to find Hill here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Right there. All day, baby.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Check, 59. You're not ready. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let's go. 59's Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Steps, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes flush to his right. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Motion, 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 motion. Yellow. Check motion, man. Put your hands on him.
Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Rolling to his left. And going. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And they rattle off a big one. 67 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's just me and you.
On first down, Jefferson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, baby. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Yellow. 51 the Mike. 51. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ready? Hey, come on. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Once more, here's Eckler. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go, baby.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And an alley to run. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of 1st downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again, and an alley to run. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and touchdown. Austin Eckler, 93 yards, and his guys have taken the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
15.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Here we go.
And his throw is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Watch the slant.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hold it.
Mike, check, 59. Check.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Eckler, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike to 59. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On second and 11 now. Murray, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Kiki QT, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Get ready.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So first and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On second down now. It's Grant, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 14 yards that time for number 14. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yellow, 180.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former Bronco scored a touchdown for him in the Super Bowl. Malik Jackson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Right, 58, right there. I know he ain't got it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for our visitors, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.